Bro, check out the world map. Look at Greenland, that big white island in the north. Now, look at Africa. On the map, they look almost the same size, right? But what if I told you that the map you studied in school is a total lie? It's a trick that has been played on our eyes for over 400 years. The map we use is called the Mercator Projection. It was made for sailors in the year 1569. It was built to help ships cross the ocean, but it has a big problem. It stretches the top and the bottom of the world to make them look huge, and it shrinks the middle. It makes Africa look small, but the real truth is going to blow your mind. Bro, Africa is not just a bit bigger than it looks, it's a giant. You could take the entire United States and chop it inside Africa. Then you could take all of China and fit inside too. You could even add India on top of that. And after all those massive countries are inside, you will still have room left for over most of Europe. Africa is more than 30 million square kilometers. It is larger than the USA, China, India, Japan, and most of Europe combined. We are not living on a small piece of land. We are living on a monster that the world tried to hide on paper. Every time you look at a map, remember that the giant is much bigger than they are showing you. So, why didn't they fix the map? Why do we still use a drawing from the 1500s in our schools today? It's because maps are about power. When you make a place look big on paper, it feels important and powerful. When you make a place look small, it's easier to make the people living there feel small in their own minds. The men who made these maps were from Europe. They put their own homes in the center and made them look like giants. For centuries, our vision of the world has been controlled by a drawing that was never meant to be accurate. We've been looking at a distorted reality that makes the north look like the boss and the center look like the underdog. When you correct the map, you start to see the truth about resources. Africa has the most land, the most minerals, and the youngest population on Earth. It is a powerhouse of the future. The world wants you to think this continent is tiny or struggling, but you can't ignore a giant forever. The reality is, the world depends on what is happening right here. Everything that runs the modern world, from the gold in the banks to the minerals in your smartphone, comes from this giant piece of land. We are not an extra part of the world. We are the foundation. When you stop believing the lie on the paper, you start to see that the real center of the world is right beneath your feet. So, why am I telling you this, bro? Because just like the map, people will try to shrink your potential. They will try to draw a map of your life that makes your dreams look small and your problems look big. They want you to believe that you are less than you really are, but I'm here to tell you that you are a giant in a world of small thinkers. Don't believe the paper version of yourself. You have more resources, more strengths, and more room to grow than anyone realizes. You are 3 times bigger than the world tells you. Walk with your head up today because you came from a land of giants. If this message, right, made you change your perspective on Africa in general, don't forget to leave a like and tell me in the comments what's it? What's it that made you think, oh, right, Africa? And don't forget to drop a follow. I'm Betanga, and I'll see you in the next one.